In this short tutorial, I will show you how to create soft triggers for DSS 8 and where we can actually use the DSS triggers for home automatization, let's say, for turning on and turning off the lights in the company or in the household, as well as for opening barrier, turning on the wiper on the third-party camera, creating the tour on the third party or running the tour on the third-party camera, and so on. Everything would actually support CGI commands or HTTP commands. Okay, so let's start. There are several ways how the buttons can be displayed or where they can appear in the DSS. Today I will show you everything on my TIOC camera over here, which is connected. Why? Because I have the API guide for that camera. So here is the API for the camera. Is not just for this camera, but for more of our cameras. It's where we can set up the SMD, TIOC, privacy protection, also metadata, and so on. So there are more things. Now we will turn on the white light on this camera. So going to white light, copy the command, Control C, okay. And let's work with this command which we got for our automatization. So first of all, I will create the button which will appear over here. So go to Home, go to Quick Commands, go to Setup. As you can see right now, there were two buttons. Now I will add the third one. I will call this Webinar. Requested method is a post. HTTP command. Now I need to change this server actually to username and the password for the camera. So let's do that. So username, password, and IP address of the camera. And click OK. Close this window and you see my three buttons are over here. Now let's go to Monitoring Center and I will try to turn on the light on my camera. As you can see, in a second the light was automatically on. Okay, this is the first way how to create it. Now, of course, I can create as many buttons as I want. What I will do now, I will just copy this command so I don't have to retype the username and the password all the time. I will turn off the light so we can work again with this camera. Okay, now this is the buttons which will be always on the top, as you can see, right, wherever I go. But let's say I would like to have the button which is placed on some camera, or it can be placed actually on the same camera or on the other camera. It's up to me. So now I will place on camera 1.13 the button which can turn on the light on camera 1.187, which is my TIOC camera. Okay, so let's do this. Go to Events and we will create new event. Click on Add. Go Soft Trigger. You can create up to 8 buttons over here. We will add the new one. And of course, one button can be used many times. So you can have just light on, all on, or whatever. So I will call this button Webinar. And we can choose some kind of icon for that. Let's say I will choose this eye, doesn't matter. Of course, choose the icon which makes some sense for the function you are going to create. Now, I would like to place it on camera 113. So I choose my camera where the button should appear. I can choose the priority because it's actually like alarm but will not appear anywhere. It will just go under system user account. Now, what this button should do? I need to click on link action and link HTTP URL command. Now go add again changing to post, and paste our command. Now just click OK. If we go back to Monitoring Center, you see I got a new button over here which is called Webinar. Now I will turn it on. So you can see I can now turn on the light. These buttons are also visible in the mobile application DSS Agile 8, so you can actually trigger this also from your mobile phone. There might be a scenario that you would like to do more actions at the same time. It can be triggered by either buttons or some action, so we will create another event. If you want to have event created by the action, you go Add, and you choose regularly video channel, for example tripwire, on some camera, for example 177, choose the priority, link action like before, choose the video event source, pop up the camera if someone is crossing tripwire, and what should I do? For example, turning on the light for the home automatization. So go over here and click post and click our command, and who is again the recipient of that alarm, and click OK. So now we create home automatization. In case someone is crossing tripwire, the light will turn on. As I told you, we can do also several action at the same time. So how we can do several of them at the same time? We go again to edit. The one event which I already created, right? I created the one which will turn on the regular light. Now let's say I want to turn on also the red and blue light on this camera. So I need to copy another command. I go over here. This is control white light and control red and blue light. So I will copy another command over here. Copy. I will add another one. It might be that in your case you would like to turn on the light on several cameras. So here we go. Again, username and the password. Okay, everything looks good. Click OK. Now if we go back to Monitoring Center, with this one button we will turn on the white light and also red and blue light, as you can see now. So you see also the red and blue light is on. So it's really up to me how many commands I want to run at the same time. I can put them over there in my line. So once again, how we can trigger the events? By some a regular event in the DSS, for example tripwire, illegal parking, and so on, or by buttons which are located under the camera, or by the general buttons which are located on your DSS screen. Okay, so that's it from me for now. Thank you very much for watching the webinar. Have a happy integration. Thank you.